So this video is coming out later than I would rather have it. I would rather have it come out because I forgot to do it Saturday because I had only really wanted to watch the My Hero Academia episode that came out Saturday. So I just completely forgot about Persona 5 and I said I was going to do it Sunday, but then I got really lazy on Sunday and I forgot again. And then Monday I remembered, but I was playing with a friend uh, pretty much all day on Borderlands 2. And if you saw my video yesterday, you know I actually uploaded a tutorial video on my channel that I haven't done since like 2.5 years ago. I'm almost 3, you know. So I felt like I had to wait until today in order to actually watch the episode and then record it, which is what I'm doing now. Now I'm gonna try to get this out as soon as possible on Tuesday, which is today. And if worst comes to worst, I have to upload it tomorrow on Wednesday, then that's when you're gonna get it. I'm gonna try not to get into the habit of doing this with Persona 5 anymore because I do enjoy watching this, despite what everybody says about the anime. I do enjoy it because it's basically me kind of rewatching, some of the scenes from the video game when I'm watching it in anime format, and I think it looks better regardless. So it's okay. It's not really anything, huge or anything. But regardless, we're here to talk about Persona 5. And this episode pretty much continues off where we left off last week with Persona 5. And that's essentially with all the Kanashiro bullshit and Makoto. She's the new member of the Phantom Thieves. And the episode starts off with Sainijima, and she's, obviously, of course, asking Ren for answers to stuff that she's asking, because it's basically just a fucking interview with a cop, right? Or reporter, rather, I guess you can say, because she's not really a cop. But the episode continues on, kind of building up more character development for Makoto, because the entire time that we haven't seen her and she's like done stuff off screen, before this whole Kanashiro stuff started, she really didn't do much. She was kind of a quiet person, and most people saw her more as a nuisance and more useless than anything. So she's really trying to change that, and that's what she was trying to do the entire time. And then she, of course, became one of the members of the Phantom Thieves. And she's doing, a bigger service for the Phantom Thieves. She's helping out in ways that they weren't really prepared for, especially with Kanashiro, because, crime syndicate boss, it's kind of like this whole big serious thing. So the episode continues on and on and on. There's actually a little bit of character development between Makoto and An. And basically, if you missed out on, I think 2 weeks ago, or maybe even last week, An is basically trying to blame Makoto for not doing anything when, her best friend almost killed herself, and Kamashita was doing all this terrible shit at the school, right? She was blaming Makoto, and, she wanted to apologize. And lo and behold, they grew closer as two friends, right? And the next scene immediately is them back in the palace, and they're working together as a team. And everyone else is pointing out the fact that it's like it's kind of scary. But I was like, nah, that's kind of dope. I'm not gonna fucking say what I thought I was gonna say, but no, it's kind of dope. It's kind of like in the video games, because the more that you build your confidant with your other teammates and even with other confidants, you unlock special abilities, and those are your party members. You unlock baton pass, which is essentially what they, kind of did with Makoto and An and everyone else, essentially. But they already seem to have been doing that anyways. But they have a little, like, montage of them going out throughout the whole entirely the rest of the days of them trying to go through Kanashiro's, palace and to where his treasure is. And finally, about, like, halfway through the episode, almost halfway through the episode, they finally get there. And they're like, okay, so we need to spread out a calling card. That's what they do. They go back, and Kanashiro has completely, engulfed this thing in like a ball. What the fuck am I trying to say? A vault, a bank vault. That's what I was trying to say. What the hell is wrong with me? But it's not a normal bank vault, because he eventually transforms into like a dirty little fat ass fly, and then he lands on top of the bank vault, and it turns into a piggy bank vault. So they show a little bit of a couple of frames of someone actually watching the fight through a security system, and it's really just a silhouette of a person. You can't really see who it is. But Kanashiro actually does make a reference to him after they beat him, and he says, "Watch out for a guy with a black mask," right? And I think I know who this character is. If it's someone different, then it's whatever. But he said black mask, and the person that I'm thinking of had a red mask instead of black. But maybe they changed his design from the video game to the anime, which would be weird. So of course they're trying to fight Kanashiro, and they can't really do anything. They all team up and start using their persona to attack him, and then they defeat him. And then he goes on and on and on, saying like, "Oh, money was all I got. I was fat and ugly." And yeah, he's fat and fucking ugly. And he just wanted a place where he wanted to belong, but they told him that he can't. That doesn't give him the right to victimize people and use them for his own gain and make them do horrible things. So they get his treasure. He disappears. They didn't kill him, but he disappears. And this shadow Kanashiro doesn't really exist in this palace anymore. The palace is being destroyed. They go back to the real world, and they have the treasure in the real world now. They go back to Ren's place over in LeBlanc, and it's a solid. I don't know if it's solid gold, but it's a gold-plated briefcase with fake children's money, right? And that was his treasure. That's he personified fake child's money as real money inside of the palace, and that's what it materialized as they were in there. So of course the episode continues on. We have a little bit more character development with Makoto because of course her sister doesn't really know anything of what she's doing, right? She doesn't know she's a member of the Phantom Thieves. I'm speaking really fast. I'm running out of breath. But everyone hears the whole thing that Kanashiro confessed all of his crimes and what he did, and all that stuff happens. The episode continues on. Phantom Thieves are growing more in fame. A lot of people are saying some people are saying that the police took the credit, but the Phantom Thieves are really popular with people online, and that's really all that counts, doesn't it? So the episode continues a little bit. Phantom Thieves are exploding online, like I said. And of course, Ryuji's like really fucking hyped about it, but now they need to go after another target. And before the episode actually ends, Makoto actually hands the principal of their school, because remember, she was originally trying to look for who the actual Phantom Thieves were, because the principal was like, "Yeah, go find out who they are." And she was like, "Yeah, whatever," right? So she hands him a letter saying that the Phantom Thieves are just, and what they're doing isn't wrong. She basically resigns as, I think, the school like class president, whatever she was doing. She basically resigns. The episode ends off there, and we get a little bit of post-credit scenes that are basically just saying like, yeah, Ren's rehabilitation is going more smoothly than they anticipated. And Caroline and Justine are smiling, and they're surprised that they are. And of course they're like, "Yeah, whatever, inmate, shut the fuck up." And I'm just like, "You shut the fuck up." So that's pretty much the entirety of the episode. There was a lot of action, and a lot of the action looked really good. But of course there was enough, character development with especially Makoto, who probably needed it the most out of all the Phantom Thieves who are currently a member of the Phantom Thieves. And I was glad to watch it. I was really glad to enjoy it and see it animated instead of what it was in the video game, because it wasn't really like that in the game. They did it a lot differently than what they did in the game with the anime, and I thought it was fine. I thought it looked good. So there's pretty much nothing else I want to add on top of the episode. I'm gonna go ahead and just wrap up the video here. Today is a really lazy day for me, so that's why I'm trying to end this episode as soon as possible and just go and watch a whole bunch of other anime that I really want to see right now. So I'll see you guys in the next one. I hope you guys have a fantastic day, and I'm out. Peace.